Hello and welcome to Knit All the Yarn podcast. My name is Lisa and I live in Michigan with my husband and my two girls. You can find me on Instagram and Ravelry at 72 Stitches. I'm back! Let's see. This is episode 44. Got my coffee. Got some sad news, guys. I went to get groceries last week and the pumpkin spice creamer is gone. Oh no. Makes me so sad. So this is my last week with pumpkin spice creamer. I don't know what I'm going to get. I guess we'll wait and see. There's my good old trusty vanilla caramel. But I also like the peppermint mocha. I don't know. I haven't decided. All right. If you are new, welcome. And if you are a returning viewer, welcome back. You can find all the show notes right down there. I'll have pattern or links to patterns, bag shops, yarn, my Instagram, Ravelry group, all down there. Before we get started, this is a knitting podcast, sometimes crochet. I always forget to say that. And I am hosting a scrappy blanket knit along in my Ravelry group. There'll be a link down there. Just work on your blankets. You don't have to finish them. Post pictures. That's pretty much it. It can be a whip. It can be a new blanket you start. Any weight of yarn. Yeah, that's it. And it's running from January 1st to March 31st. Did I say the date today? It's January 6th, Monday, 2020. All right, are you guys ready? I have not podcasted in about 2 weeks, but it feels like a month. And I have a lot of stuff. So let's get started. Ready? Bam. Oh, look at these beautiful socks. And this is not all the socks that I knit. Wow. All right. So, for sake of time, I'm just going to show one on the sock blocker and show you the other one. I believe all of these match, except the variegated one. All the stripes one match. So this is the Cozy Knitter Advent Sock 2019. I really love this. Yep. I'll tell you all my, what is it? The stitch count and needles and all that in my whips. Because all of my works in progress are socks. This is Mustache Yarn, a very Hobbit Christmas. I think this one is probably my favorite. I love the teeny stripes. Makes it go by so much faster. Now my Advent socks were almost done last time, so. And, oh, I forgot to show. I have it. See. Okay. And here's these ones. This is a Homespun house. Christmas at Hogwarts 2018. I really love these ones too. And here is my Christmas Eve cast on. Done. These are Mustache Yarn, Luke. I went to go see the Star Wars movie. When was it? December 26th. So I decided to cast these on. Christmas Eve. I really love these. All right. Now I'll show you more socks. You want to see more socks? So, I think I mentioned on my Instagram. I don't know. I don't remember. I made my kids some socks for Christmas just to see if they like them. And I need more people to knit for. I have socks wise. I mean, I knit my mom 4 pairs for Christmas, and I won't tell you how many socks I have. I have not counted them, and nor will I. So I decided, well, let's knit them a pair and see if they like them. And they did. They wore them all day on Christmas, and they've been wearing them pretty much all through break. And they really need washed. So I made them more. Got a cough. Sorry. This is Knitpicks. I guess we'll just do one at a time. Knitpicks Felici in the, I don't keep wanting to say Great Gatsby, but it's Grape Gatsby. Great Gatsby. I did the heels. I did the cuffs in Knitpick Stroll Dove Heather. And this is just a tube sock. I did 64 stitches. It's a little big, but they're not going to wear them at school. I'm just going to wear them around the house and after school. And I was thinking of doing 56 stitches. But my concern is they do stretch out. But I'm afraid of knitting 56 stitches and they can't get it over their foot. These are like just a little bit big. So I'm afraid of doing that. But anyway, so these are for my oldest. And these are for my youngest. And I think it's one ball of Knitpicks Felici. This one I had, this colorway, I bought 2 skeins, and each skein had a knot in it, so I had to cut it. And then the balls were too small for me, so I decided to just let my kiddos have it. So I think each ball was like 30-ish grams, which probably would have been enough, but I didn't want to chance it. 64 stitches. I used, what kind of needle did I use? What needle do I use? Oh my goodness. 2.5 millimeter needle. US 1.5. There we go. So, yep. These are for my youngest. And I did my same 2x2 rib. I knit 105 rows and then I did my toe. So, I haven't measured these, but they look like maybe 8-ish inches. I could shorten them, but we're going to try this first. So these are for my youngest. And that is all the socks. All my finished objects. Alright, let's go through whips real fast. I'm going to do these together because they're pretty much the same. 3 by the Seas designs. And Stitching Plaza. I cast on new socks for my kids, so I'm just going to show them. Oh, and you guys are going to have, I don't know what's going on with me, but I decided to knit socks one at a time now. I don't know why. Well, I have a reason why. A couple reasons why, but I don't know. Just felt like doing it, I guess. So that is the one big change for 2020, is that I'm knitting my socks one at a time again. So here they are. One of the reasons why I did them one at a time is because I wanted my kids to see that I'm working on both of them at the same time. Instead of 2 on one needle, 2 on one needle, and it seemed like it would take forever that way. I don't know, maybe not. But this is Dove Heather again. I'm doing it on both. Let's see, colorways. It's Knitpicks Felici. This one is Rose Garden. And I bought this. Yeah, this is a new color. Fall 2019. I believe this is in their store right now. Or website. And this one is an old color. Blue Lagoon. And I bought this summer 2018. So, And this is the first sock. Yeah, nothing else to say. I'm letting them pick out the new colors, or I'm letting them pick out the colors from now on. The other ones that I showed previously, they were at my parents', and I wanted to, they love those socks, so I wanted to cast them on now. So I just picked colors that I thought they would like. And they're only getting Felici for right now. We'll wait and see how things go. All right, my last whip. This is Bags by Awesome Granny. And here's another reason why I wanted to do socks one at a time. Look at this. I am doing my first ever scrappy sock. So the reason why I wanted to do one at a time is because I didn't know how to weave in ends as you go. Yes, I've heard of it. And I just never got into like figuring it out and looking it up and all that. And then Extrema Knit had a scrappy sock cal for the year, and I'm like, I really want to do that. But I didn't want to weave all these ends in. Oh my. So I figured it out, and I wanted it to be one sock on a needle so I wouldn't have to, fiddle around with 2 socks on a needle to figure out how to change colors. So here's what I got. This is a Franken sock kit from Haverland Yarn. I've had this in my stash for, I don't know, a long time. My plan was to use these for a scrappy blanket. I can always get another one for later, right? This is Patton's Croy. What is this? Gentry Gray? How do you say that? Gentry. Gentry? What is that? I don't know, but it's a dark gray color. I plan on using this for my cuffs and my heels. My toes I am uncertain of right now. It depends on, I wanted to do 10 colors, but I don't know. So we're just going to wait and see. I don't know what this toe is going to be like. So I'm going to just knit one tube, do the toe, start the other one, and then when I finish that, I'll put both the heels in. And this is where I'm putting my heel in. I had to change it. I usually do 75, but that was really close to the color change, and I was afraid that it would come unraveled or something funny would happen when I cut it and unweave it. So I decided to do 73. I usually do 73 to 75 is where I put my heel. So, all right, these are Chiaogoos, 2.5 millimeters. This is a 32-inch cord because I'm doing one at a time. All the stitch markers are counting rows. Oh, look at that green. That is bright. 10 rows per marker, and each color I'm doing 15 rows. I wanted to do 14, but it didn't work out. As I said, I was learning how to change colors, and I was knitting 13 rows, changing colors. Well, when I changed colors, it added 2 more rows. So I'm like, okay, I guess it's 15. So I'm just going to continue doing that, and maybe my next pair I will do 14. So that is all my whips. All right, let's get a drink. Coffee time. And I will share my 2019 knitting stats. So here it is. I knit 58 socks. Some of those were for my mom. Some were for my kids. I want to say 6 pairs I gifted. The rest were mine. So you do the math on how many socks that I have that I knit for myself. I knit 144 hats, All of those were donated. 27 dishcloths. Most of those were Christmas presents. 3 cowls, 2 were presents, 1 is mine, and cozy memory blanket. I finished that one like in March. So I think I did 48 squares on that, and then 52 were on my new blanket, and that equals 100 squares. So that is my knitting stats. Goals for this year. I really don't. I just want to use my stash. I want to really try not to buy yarn. Last year I was good until like June, and then whoosh, that went out the window, which I guess is better than nothing. I want to knit socks for my kids. I want to use up all that Felici. Yeah, I want to knit some more hats, but I'm not going to do last year I did a 12 hats per month. I'm not going to put a goal on myself. My worsted weight yarn is getting slim, so I am just going to knit hats when I feel like it. I'm not going to pressure myself to hurry up and finish 12, but I'm still going to knit some. I don't know if it's going to be 144 or not. What else? Life stuff. We'll do life stuff real quick. Kids are back to school today. Yay! Husband's back at work. I have the house to myself. Oh, so good. My youngest failed her swimming class again. I don't know what's going on. I don't know. So she's taking level 1 again. We got my oldest signed up for level 2, so they're both doing the class. So that makes me all happy. Yeah, I already told you about my blanket cal. Next time I will show my blankets and maybe a new craft. I worked on it for like 2 or 3 hours, and then I just haven't picked it up again, so maybe I will show that next time. Yeah, I think that's it. Yeah, I think that's it. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe. If you have any comments, comment right down there. And I feel like I'm forgetting something. Yeah, I guess that's it. I plan to be back on my weekly schedule. Christmas was just too busy. There's no way to podcast, but I still got to knit, so that's the important part, right? All right, and yeah, I guess that's it. And hopefully I will see you next week. Bye.